All right, if you run an event venue, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That feeling, you've sent all the info, you've had the meetings, but the same questions just keep coming back over and over again. Well, today we're going to get into exactly why that happens, and more importantly, how a really simple shift can solve this massive headache for good. Sound familiar? I mean, come on, I bet it does. What time can the DJ get in? Are we allowed to have candles? Where do people park? These are the questions flooding your inbox, right? Your voicemails too. And they always seem to pop up just weeks or even days before the event, long after you've already given them the answers. It's a universal frustration in this industry for sure.
Okay, so let's really get into this. We're talking about the constant question loop. And look, this isn't just another item on your to-do list. It's this frustrating, super inefficient cycle that just drains your team's time and, honestly, their energy. So the big question is, why are you stuck in it?
I mean, you've done everything right, haven't you? You sent those beautiful, comprehensive PDFs. You followed up with detailed emails. Maybe you even shot them quick reminders on WhatsApp. You've covered all your bases, but it just feels like none of it is sticking. The questions just keep coming. So what is really going on here? You know, it's super tempting to think, oh, the client just isn't paying attention. But what if I told you the problem isn't the person, it's the process? It's about the sheer chaos of planning a major life event.
And this really gets to the heart of it. Just look at what a client is dealing with. We're talking about the massive mental load of planning something like a wedding. They're juggling guest lists, multiple vendors, timelines, budgeting, not to mention family drama and just their own personal stress. Our brains can only hold so much, you know? So it's really no surprise that the parking instructions you sent 3 months ago got completely lost in the shuffle. And get this, the very tools we use to communicate often make the problem worse. Think about it. Emails, they turn into these impossibly long threads where the important stuff gets buried forever. WhatsApp? Yeah, it's great for a quick, hey, I'm here, but it's a terrible place to store crucial information. And those big, beautiful, detailed PDFs you spent hours on, let's be honest, most of the time, they don't even get opened.
Now, it's really important to understand that this is way more than just a minor annoyance. This whole communication breakdown has real, actual costs. We're talking about things that hit your bottom line and, maybe just as importantly, your team's sanity. Let's take a look. Okay, so think about it. Every single time a staff member has to stop what they're doing to find an answer to a question they've already answered, that's a direct hit to your efficiency. It leads to burnout for your coordinators, it creates frustration for your clients, and maybe worst of all, it can make you look disorganized, even when you're a total pro. And we're not talking about just a few minutes here and there. Let's just do some quick back-of-the-napkin math. Say you do 50 events a year. Each client asks, let's say, 10 questions you've already answered, and each of those takes your team 15 minutes to find the info and reply. Do you know what that adds up to? Over 125 hours of staff time. That's more than 3 full work weeks just spent saying the same thing over and over again. It's crazy. Okay, enough about the problem. Let's talk about the solution, because there is a really good one. It's simple, it's modern, and it's all about building what you might call a digital bridge, a way for your clients to get the information they need when they need it. So what is this bridge? At its core, it's a self-service information hub. Just think of it as a single, dedicated digital home for each event. It could be a client portal, a project management tool, whatever works for you. The point is it's one single source of truth, where clients can find answers for themselves 24/7 without having to fire off another email to you. So what actually goes in this hub? Well, pretty much everything. We're talking venue rules and policies, all the vendor instructions, the master timeline, payment deadlines, floor plans, you name it. All those critical details finally organized and accessible in one single spot. And here's the brilliant psychological trick behind this. You're not asking the client to remember everything anymore. That's impossible. Instead, the system becomes their external memory. They don't have to remember the DJ's arrival time. They just have to remember the one place they can go to find it. It's a total game changer. And look, this is about so much more than just making your own life easier. When you adopt this kind of approach, you fundamentally change the client experience. You take them from a place of frustration and confusion to a place of complete confidence. Confidence in you. I mean, just listen to the difference. The old way sounds like this. Please refer to the PDF I sent you 3 months ago. You can almost hear the sigh, right? It sounds a little frustrated, a little dismissive. But the new way? Hey, all your wedding information is right there in your event portal, and it's updated in real time. See? It's helpful, it's modern, and it's incredibly reassuring. The impression this creates is immediate, and it's powerful. Suddenly, you're not just a venue anymore. You're an organized, modern, totally reliable partner. And that perception, that's what allows you to position your services and your brand as truly premium.
So when you boil it all down, it's this simple. By centralizing your communication, you're removing all that unnecessary friction from the planning process. That builds your client's confidence that not a single detail is going to get missed. And it just elevates their entire experience with you, from the moment they book to the final farewell. So, I'll just leave you with this one last question to think about for your own business. Right now, is your communication process a confusing maze that your clients have to struggle through, or is it a strong, clear bridge that leads them effortlessly to an amazing event?